Okay, you're going to want to go at this with a 13/16, and it's a good idea to break these loose while the tire's still on the ground. Leave the lug nuts on and the wheel on until it's up in the air though. If it's up in the air, it's liable to spin and you're not going to be able to break these nuts loose. The friction of the weight of the car on the ground means you can break these loose, and it makes life a lot easier. Now, the other side. Okay, you want to put these jacks on hard points. As you can see, this is part of the unibody frame. It's box structure here, and that's a hard point. You can jack from that. You can also jack from this. You can also jack from here. Okay, here's your caliper. This has to come off. There's bolts in the back here and down here. Those have to come off, and then we'll pull this off, remove these pads, and put the new pads on. 17mm. Now you only need to break these loose and then you can work on them with the wrench. Now you want to examine these to make sure nothing's leaking. All looks good. Now you need to push those in, and there's a special tool for that. I believe I have it. Let me look. Okay, I don't have the tool. So what I'm going to do, put a piece of plate steel in there. And use a C-clamp. Now what this does is it compresses those pistons and allows room for the new brake pads. I have to do one at a time. Let's bring this up so you can see it. And move to the other side. I don't know if you can see that, but it is going in. It doesn't take a lot of pressure to get that to move in. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of this off camera. Now you can see these pads have virtually nothing left. Let me show you what a new one looks like. This is what a new one looks like. Let me show you. Thickness of a new one, thickness of a worn out one. Now, you don't need to replace these rotors if they're not scored, and these ones are in okay shape. The problem with rotors is they no longer make them to be turned. In other words, you can't resurface them on a lathe and use them again. There's just no extra room on these things. They're meant to be replaced now, for the good old days, and you can just pull them off, take them to the machine shop, and use them again. Anyway, if you get to these pads before you get metal on metal and you don't score them, you can reuse them again. Now, if you have to replace them, it's about $550 a set. Yeah. Whereas a set of pads, $50. So, you know, pretty easy math. All right, let's get these things changed out. All right, that back pad has got some meat still left on it. I don't know why. Okay, you don't want to put these in backwards. You don't want this side, the back side, facing the rotor. You want this side facing the rotor, so the back one's going to go in like this. Yahtzee. And another thing you want to look out for is you're going to turn this up to rest it. And what that's going to do is it's going to twist your brake line. You don't want to twist it all the way around like this and put a curly cue on it. That puts stress on the brake line. What you want to do is double check. Make sure you turn it back around the way you turned it and take that curly cue out. That takes the stress off of it. Alright, that's it. Brakes are on. I just have to put the wheels on and Bob's your uncle. Okay, that's another successful job done, and if you haven't done it yet, please hit that like and subscribe button. It makes me very happy, and thanks for watching.